Hello, fear. Before you sit down, there's
Okay. So the second question, or okay, two questions in one, or two questions in the second part, whatever. There's two questions, I think. Well, the second, okay, sorry. I'm going to be asking in this video when and how. When am I going to cut my hair? And how am I going to, go into the natural hair phase? Now, I'm not saying, when I say when, I'm not saying, I'm going to cut my hair 21st of July, 9 a.m. That's not what I'm talking about. I just like, it's just basically talking about the two ways you can go natural. You could either cut it off, which is a big chop, which is basically, actually, it's a big chop either way, but you could cut it off immediately. Like, wake up one morning, just cut off all the relaxed bits. You haven't transitioned. Maybe you relaxed yesterday or you relaxed 2 weeks ago. You just cut off everything, and then you have a really really low cut. Or you can transition 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, a year, 2 years. You can never cut. Some people don't actually cut their hair. You just let it grow, and then all the relaxed bits just starts falling out. I can't imagine. But yeah, some people do that. So that's what I mean when I say when and how. When are you going to do it? Now, like I say, it's a flexible process. It's pretty flexible. For me, I decided I was going to do, was it 6 months or a year? I think I was going to do, yeah. My initial plan was to do 1 year, was to transition for a year because I didn't want to have the low cut. For two reasons that failed completely. Failed completely. The first reason being, after the first 3 months of having both growing out my hair and relaxing, I couldn't cope anymore. It was just too much of a hassle trying to deal with the two hair textures. It was just getting out of hand. I couldn't comb it. When I excuse me, I'd braid when I took out the braids or whatever, and I couldn't even, it was so thick under, and I couldn't even comb it. I just used to, it was just like, what is this? And then at the salons, it was war all the time because they don't have any patience. I'm looking there. I know they're out there, but I just haven't come across the Nigerian hairdresser who would take their time with natural hair. They will be combing it from the. How will you do that? Do you want to kill somebody? How will you be combing natural hair from the roots? That's just wickedness. They'll be doing this. I'm like, oh my god, I can't do this anymore. It got to the point I decided that it was either going to cut it or relax it. And well, I decided to cut it, as you can see. And yeah, that was it for me. That was the first reason. And the second reason that it didn't work out was that I was trying to avoid the low cut, right? But when I decided to go in, I had transitioned for about 3 months at least, probably more. I'm not too sure about the times. It gets a bit confusing. But about at least 3 months, and I got to the salon. I decided to cut my hair. It was a disaster. He basically cut off, not all, but a lot of the hair had been growing. All the hair had been growing for like 3 months. Disappeared. Gone. I will put up the video. Eventually, I'll probably do a post to discuss this in detail. To discuss and to share my pain. He cut off all my hair. So I did, at the end of the day, I didn't have a complete low cut, but it was pretty low. But like I said, I wouldn't take it back. Like I wouldn't change a thing. It was really cool. So when and how are you going to transition for a year, for a month? And feel free to change it along the way if you decide that, okay, I can't do this anymore, I need to cut this thing today. Or if you decide along the way, I can't do this anymore, I need to relax it, feel free. There's there's no pressure. Like, everybody, there's natural, there's healthy relaxed hair as well, so you can go with that. It's a pretty interesting experience. And yeah, so you may want to try and that, and always reevaluate. Along the line, you could decide to do whatever, actually. So, when and how?
I'm not fighting with you no more.
I'm tired of fighting. It's been way too long.
No more.
No longer your prison.
Today.
Too